All right, we are back, and forgive our technical issue here. The King of Darkness shut the sound down in the studio, apparently.
Man.
So this is the remix, baby.
What you do with the sound? Sorry and shit.
Man. Powerful room right here. We got Facebook Live, baby.
Yes.
We're here with the one and only N9ne,
Yes,
Krizz Kaliko,
Yes.
and one of the most influential people in hip-hop journalism, Trent Clark, behind me. Hip-Hop DX, baby.
Exactly.
Keep it locked. Now, we're going to be taking questions from fans as well, so please send them in. We got the guys here doing their tour stop.
Yes.
And I'm going to start again with my first question. N9ne.
Mm-hmm.
It was 1999, right after your birthday, sunny day. You dropped a little album called The Calm Before the Storm. Since then, you have dropped many, many projects, been very well received, made a lot of money,
Totally.
become your own boss, and now, after all that, you drop The Storm. So why did you choose this album to be called The Storm?
I knew that if I named it The Storm, because my first album in Kansas City, being The Calm Before the Storm, that it would push me to do the best music I've ever done. And I'm coming off of special effects. Songs with N9ne, Krizz Kaliko, and Richie Havens, you know what I'm saying, Speed 2 Chainz, and B.O.B., Hood Go Crazy. We're coming off of Hood Go Crazy. We're coming off of On the Bible with T.I. and Zeus, you know what I mean? Not just all the features, just a big record, period, you know what I mean? So I just couldn't come with another title, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't going to push me, you know what I mean? And it actually pushed me to do some damn good music, man.
Yeah.
You know, because I got to rap against N9ne every time I do a record, you know, and that's hard to do.
I imagine it is, man.
Yeah.
Rapping against N9ne. So this really is a storm too, man. This is not only the evolution of N9ne, but I feel like we're watching the evolution of 7 as well. I'm hearing some sounds on here, man.
Yeah.
There's an eclectic way about this album, man. On songs like I Get It Now, Hold On With Me with Katie Rose, Poisoning the Well, The Needle. There's a real throwback sound, and I feel like he has this ability to kind of match that with the really high energy percussion and backing on it. Talk about 7, man.
We're a great team, man. You know what I'm saying? We bounce ideas. They bounce ideas off of each other all the time, you know what I mean? We help each other, man. And 7 is just so diverse that he can do a song like the one I did with Jonathan Davis on here called Starting to Turn, super metal, and then turn around and do Get Off Me with Problem and Darian Saffron, you know what I'm saying? Like, or do something like No Gun Control with Gary Clark Jr. and Krizz Kaliko, and then do Bus Serves, you know, the Too Short remake, you know what I'm saying, of Cuss Words.
Wow.
He's just, and then when you got stuff like I Get It Now, that sounds like kind of like a Dark Circus. You know, like a Devil's Carnival influence kind of when I sing, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that he would even think to go get the 9-piece horn section guys in Kansas City, Steve Lambert and them, and come play this wonderful music for me to write my shit on top of, man. It's just 7 is I have no words, man. If I had a word for 7, it would be ambidextrous, just like me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He can do whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
And let me say this too, man. Ever since the Forbes list came out, Hard to Make a Dollar Hurt, there's always a tendency, man. You always get like the kind of the hater contingency that like they'll like steal the album or something like that. Like, this dude don't need money. I have been to the Strange Music compound in Kansas City. These dudes are reinvesting so much of that money into the product they give you. Don't think for a second, man, that your dollar is getting wasted, man. That's going right back to you with good product.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The music speaks for itself, man. You know what I mean? And the merchandise and the artists we keep signing, you know what I'm sizzling, you know. Reinvest. That's how you build, man, you know. And that's how we built this empire. And we feel like we still got something to prove, brother, you know what I'm saying, lyrically, because motherfuckers look at us as the weirdos, you know what I'm saying. I'm the black guy with the painted face, you know what I'm saying, the hospital scrubs on stage, this, that, and the other. We don't look like nobody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, a lot of people tend to think that we have to have those theatrics to get people to come to our show. We don't have to have none of that shit. I could be butt naked with no face paint and still kill all these niggas lyrically. That's how I feel. That's how we feel.
Only I'm not gonna perform with you. You gonna be by yourself.
I just learned from the old school hip hoppers how to put on a show, I used to be a dancer, so all of that comes, is within our show. You know what I mean? But the people who actually come to the show, if they tried to do what we do up there and say all that shit, they wouldn't be able to do it. I don't care if they're 19 or 18 or 16 or 15.
You speak of old school hip hop, but one thing when you released this track list that struck me, it reminded me like old school classic rock. The way you split up the track list,
Yes.
Back in the day before we had CDs or MP3s, we would have these records where you could only fit like 6 songs, like a Led Zeppelin double album. What was your thought process when you released this multi-layered track list?
Well,
everybody's not gonna get the same listening experience.
No, well, I can only hope that the fans will take it in like we do, the music. You know what I mean? It's like I've been doing this for a long time in my career. Like my first major album, Angelic, was Hell, Purgatory, and Heaven. You know what I'm sizzling? I've always been the king, the clown, and the G. So it's always been present. On Ever Ready, it was 3 levels. I forgot what it was. It was the Melancholy Maze, and I forgot what it was. But, it's always been the 3. But I introduced the king, the clown, and the G on Ever Ready. You know what I mean? So when I did this album, I know there are a lot of more new fans coming in because of the success of Hood Go Crazy and Fragile and all this other thing, you know what I mean? So I was reintroducing the King of the Clown and the G for the new fans and letting the old fans know that I ain't changed a bit. It's still here, you know what I'm saying? It's still here. And so I split it up, 3 levels, Kingdom, Clowntown, G-Zone, King, Clown, and G. It's always been present. I just thought it was time to bring it to the forefront again. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And then on that first single that you dropped, man, it's I can't think of the name right now.
Everybody But Me.
No, it's a different one. Hold that thought, guys. I forgot to eat this morning. Dude. Sorry to stop the interview. I put this stuff on everything.
Yeah, I put it on everything as well.
So anyway, Tech, that first single that you were talking about.
Sriracha. Sriracha.
What are the odds?
Sarge bars. Sriracha.
Delicious.
Sriracha. Actually, my personal trainer, Matt Sanders, when he referred me to my fixed meals, the lady who fixed my fixed meals, makes my fixed meals, he said I could put sriracha on everything. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you can use sriracha as not fattening or whatever, hot sauce is cool, but so I was new to it. This happened at the beginning of this year. I've been eating, when you got greens, collard greens and stuff like that, we usually eat, what we eat, Mug?
Red Rooster.
What'd you say?
Red Rooster.
Red Rooster. You know what I'm saying? Red Rooster.
It's the Mac.
And it was another one we eat too, man. What is it? Tabasco. We do Tabasco sometimes. But he told me sriracha. And when I got to putting sriracha on my organic meals, I was like, whoa, this makes the eggs taste good for breakfast.
Right.
This makes the beef taste good. This makes the chicken taste good. I put that shit on everything. So I'm like, it's time to do a song called Sriracha. And I played it for Logic when he first came to Kansas City. And he loved it. He said, I'm on it. And I went on the next tour, and I met Joyner Lucas last Halloween, I think. And after I seen him the second time, I played it for him. He's like, you gotta let me get on that with you and Logic. So that's how the song came about, man. Me eating it. Because it gotta be real for me to say it. I can't say I put that on everything and I don't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So right here, right now. That ain't shit to me. It's every day. That's so good, Krizz.
Desensitized.
And that concludes Cooking with Tech N9ne.
Yeah. You see, I'm like,
you want to do this?
Okay.
No. Are you used to it?
No,
it's really good.
Put it there. I got the heartburn, boy.
It's really good. It's like I eat it so much that it tastes sweet to me.
Damn.
It probably has sugar in it. Let me see.
It does.
It probably got sugar in it.
It does. But people think it's hot. No, it got some fire to it.
A little bit.
It got
A little something.
Yeah.
A little something. Not too
But
bad.
I'm used to it, though.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna
Sniffles,
taste it,
no
you gonna read
tears.
it.
I'm just gonna. Okay, goddamn.
You've eaten
Yeah.
sriracha before.
I know. I put it on some things. That's hot. That's hot.
He thinks that's hot.
Yeah.
Nothing's hot to me, though, right, Chris?
I kind of stick to Frank's, but I love this
Man, that's
sriracha
hot.
joint.
Can't go wrong, man. Can't
You
go
think that's
wrong.
hot?
Yeah. To me,
Now, the song, speaking of hot, the song is hot.
Totally.
It damn near started to turn into some choppers. I thought like it might jump
did
into
not
some
know.
choppers toward the end.
I did not know that it was going to turn into a chopper song. It wasn't meant to turn into a chopper song. But Joyner Lucas, whenever he gets on anything, he has to kill everything. So I would expect any MC to get on, for instance, the Warrior Build contest. Every song I checked, you know what I'm saying, this thing we did with Monster Energy, you know what I'm saying, it was dedicated to the troops, you know what I'm saying. It was called the Warrior Build contest, and every submission that I checked was everybody chopping my head off, and I wasn't even chopping in the song.
Damn.
But when they hear Tech-9, like, okay, I'm gonna kill him. So the guy that won, J Trilogy, 18-year-old dude, when I told him he won on the phone, I said, when you send me something for me to get on with you, I'm gonna tear your ass up,
Yeah.
dog. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody ever sends me tracks for real. And the people who send me tracks are brave. Joyner Lucas just sent me one. He's a brave soul. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Because I usually always send it out. So then my fans always got to say, oh, Tech, I can't believe you let them kill you like that. I'm like, dude, I do what's best for the record. You know, they said that about Speed 'em. You know, me and Krizz Kaliko did our verses and sent it to Eminem.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to push the artist to do the best they can do so it'll be an overall beautiful song that'll last forever. But hip-hop is competitive. So people think that I should get the verses back and change them and cheat. I don't cheat. I'm a real nigga. I'm from the old school. I do what's, you know, Marshall said his spot is forever reserved, and it is. I feel the same way. So what I did on Sriracha and what I did on Warrior Built is what the beat needed. When you send it to other people, they're going to try to kill you.
Of course.
We saw how that worked out for LL.
When you come at the king, don't miss.
I don't change my verses. I don't change my verses.
the cannabis, yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, thank you
Because
very
I eat
much.
that whole bottle, man.
Did you want some more?
I do not.
Okay.
Do you remember that Max Zilli used to call that cock sauce?
Yes, that's why they
Yeah,
called
the
it that,
rooster.
because the rooster's on it.
the
rooster.
And I used to tell them
I just thought about
that because when I first had Sriracha, I went to a Vietnamese
I know, you put it on
Christmas
pho.
party.
Put it on the pho.
Pho. They showed
Yep.
me the pho, the
Yeah, that's
soup
what I
with the
put it on.
noodles.
That is the correct pronunciation, by the way. A lot of people say pho. It's pho.
It's
Everybody
pho.
says pho.
It's
now.
pho. Get the pho out of here. So, and that's what I think. Get the pho out of here because I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look, I don't like the cock sauce. And they're like, oh, you want some cock sauce on it? They was making fun of me. I'm like, no, I don't eat no cock sauce. So now,
You eat the cock sauce?
Now he's the cock sauce.
no, now I eat Sriracha, motherfucker.
Oh, boy.
Tech-9. Now everybody's gonna be
comfortable.
Now everybody's gonna be typing Tech-9 eats the cock
I'm just
sauce.
saying, you said they told me don't eat the
Hashtag.
cock sauce. So now I pause.
You heard it here first.
Tech-9 gives the cock sauce.
Metaphor.
So speaking of sorry, speaking of Speed 'em, one of the most beautiful things that you revealed about that song is that Eminem, in the ultimate sign of respect in hip hop, gave you that verse for a swap, which for those of you that don't know means he didn't charge him. He just said, "You do a song for me." So are we going to see that song coming out soon? Do we have a project for it?
Well, the thing is that the swap already happened. You know, I did that. I think the swap already happened because they put me on the soundtrack to Southpaw.
Southpaw.
And me, Crooked Eye, and Busta did it, I think.
Yep.
And Rob, I forgot, but it was good. It was good. And, you know, the movie started off with the song. I was like, oh, ooh.
Nice.
You know, that was a funny story about you.
I know, I missed it.
Never mind. It's a long story. You know what I mean? But I was happy. It's
not that
you know, and
Yeah.
people liked it. So I think the swap happened. But I hear he's working on another album, and I'm gonna be so pissed if he doesn't call me for this one.
We're talking to you, Marshall.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so pissed. I want to see what Eminem would send me. I don't want to just go choppy all the time with everybody, my nigga. I want to talk about something. You know what I mean? It's like I can go choppy. That's what I do. You know, we can do that, but I want to talk about some shit. I want to talk about some shit that'll ruffle some people's.
But don't you think you pretty much planted that flag? So that's what.
Oh yeah, I did back in '98 when I did questions on the what was it called? The Tupac's last screen performance was called Gang Related
soundtrack.
Gang Related soundtrack. Thanks to Suge Knight, he made sure that they remastered the record to get me and QD3 song on there. You know what I'm saying? So much love to Suge Knight forever for that, because so many millions of people bought that and they thought I was on death row, but I was from Kansas City. I
thought that. I remember thinking that when I saw it. I was like, Tech-9, who?
So when that comes out, like, why do I want to stick him with another hit about this? Why am I the pinnacle when I'm ripping on a kill? You know, everybody think it's supposed to be like that all the time. So I did set the standard, but for the people that listen to Tech-9 know that I am three-dimensional. I can do anything, you know what I'm saying? Everything, you know what I'm saying?
He can even sing.
Nah.
He don't like to, but he can. He actually
I can hold a note.
Well, I heard the auto-tune at the very beginning of the album.
Oh,
the language you guys can understand.
Oh, my God. You just gave it away, dude.
Sorry. I didn't know
it's a big joke at the beginning of the album, you know what I'm saying? You just told everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy, this is
DX Live.
No, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good.
He skimmed on it, though.
DX exclusive.
But the last thing my fans want to hear is, he got auto-tune at the beginning of the album? Godspeed is the first song. Oh my God, no, it's ruined. But
so not to ruin anything, but so this is a mumble rap album, your first one. Congratulations. You guys are gonna love this. It's
but the real Tech-9 fans will get the joke, you know what I'm saying? But you know, motherfuckers who just like one-dimensional, they'll be like, oh my God, Tech-9, I'm gonna turn it off as soon as it starts, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But did you get it though?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Nah, it's really obvious. I think everybody will get it.
I don't think so. I played it for Terry Legato, and she said, "I think you're trying to be Drake. I don't know. I don't see Tech-9 trying to do Drake stuff. That's not the Tech-9 I know. I'm like, you missed a joke. I rewound it, and she still didn't get it. I'm like, damn. Sorry.
You gotta take rest these days.
Yeah.
Those are hard.
Speaking of which, you got a question from Lakeith Rashad. What do you think about the new sound in rap? You know, since you are making this mumble rap album, Little Yachty.
Y'all gotta
not
stop
really
saying
making
that
a mumble
shit,
rap
man.
album. Just
My
just
people
for the
will
record.
believe that shit. I don't never mumble, my nigga. I don't even know what mumble rap is. But
what do you think of the new generation? You record with.
I know what it is.
I record with the new generation.
I mean, you had before, you know.
Like with who?
All Sixes, you know, B.O.B. was fairly new. You know,
B.O.B. ain't mumble rap though.
No.
B.O.B. is a master
That
rapper.
wasn't a mumble rap question.
B.O.B. is a. Oh, okay.
What do you think about, you know, even the newer generation?
The newer generation. You talking about Lil Yachty, 21 Savage,
OT Genesis,
no, OT Genesis is another category to me.
Designer,
Lil Uzi Vert. You know what I'm saying? You talking about all that, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
If you ask me, I'm not gonna give the answer that mad ass fucking mad rappers would give. You know what I mean? I know that there's a forum for all type of shit. So if you want calm sense over here, you probably ain't gonna listen to Lil Yachty over here. Go over there, motherfucker. And if you are over there, why the fuck you fucking with this 19-year-old dude that's trying to get his goddamn money and up out of fucking poverty? Why you fucking with 21 Savage when you like to listen to Eminem? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If Eminem is all you listen to, why are you even commenting on 21 Savage?
Right,
why are you fucking with them? Because hip-hop is everything, my nigga. Hip-hop just ain't boom bap. It is, but it's everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's everything else. Nelly had a song with fucking Tim McGraw, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It changes all the time. And the kids are what dictate what the fuck is hot. Now, we make jokes and say, dope is the new whack now.
right?
So I say that on the needle. And a point in time when dope is the new whack. So it's safe to say wearing Barney says Cheeto. You know what I'm saying? On the outskirts of our army, we scare people. But it's not for evil. Up with Hawks and Eagles. But I'm lost and feeble, wondering if this restarts the needle because everything is going toward that other way. You know what I'm saying? And I congratulate these guys because I know how it is and I know how hard it is to get up out of poverty, and they doing something positive like music. Maybe it ain't, nigga, when I first heard I just want you for one night. I laugh like a motherfucker. But every time I hear it, I smile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't have no wife. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Kip. Like Kip from
but
what's the name?
I get it. And we bang broccoli. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a dancer, so I danced to a lot of shit. We drum fans. You know what I'm saying? Drum is the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as he dropped Cha Cha, nigga, I was on it. You know what I mean? But I don't got no problem with what 21 Savage and Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi Vert and
That's the best answer I've heard yet.
yeah.
Old generation, new generation.
Yeah, man. I just let them do them, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them do them. Find your motherfucking lane. I found mine. I created my own motherfucking strange as a motherfucker.
Strange.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're all gonna meet one day, doing summer jams and shit. Cause we got songs like Hood Go Crazy. We gonna bump into these niggas.
Yeah, you fit any lane. That's
You know what I'm
always
saying?
been one
It's
of your strong
it's
suits.
like, and I congratulate them just because I don't do what they do, don't mean that I need to go bash them. That ain't fucking hip hop has changed. It's been changing since it started, motherfucker. Right. Does everybody
Evolving.
dress? Does everybody still dress like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five with the leather shit on and everything on the corner? You know what I'm saying? Or does anybody dress like African Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force when they're doing sing say now? So come on, party people. You know what I'm saying? In B Street,
right?
Motherfuckers look like they was from the jungle. It's entertainment. It's been changing since it started. So now it's changing to something that's simplistic and you know this, that, and the other. Well, newsflash. If motherfuckers still didn't like technical style of rhyme, Eminem wouldn't be the biggest motherfucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z would have no motherfucking career. J. Cole would not be a name. Kendrick Lamar would not be on top right now if there was not a forum for that shit. And this other shit was taking it over. It's not happening. It's all there for you, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta choose what you like and leave these niggas alone. Let them get their motherfucking money, because I'm gonna get mine.
Drop the mic. Speaking of creating your own lane, Krizz.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Talk Up On It, the video, jump online right after this interview and check it out, man. This dude went a totally different direction, and it worked out really well. I was curious. It was a little bit different sound. How did the strange audience receive that, and did you find like a new fan base with that last album?
I think so, man, and it was actually, they received it really well. I was a little nervous. You know, you're always nervous when you're trying something new. You know, you're always nervous, like, are they going to laugh at it? Are they going to be like, man, he's trying to go this way? But I've always had pretty commercially viable music. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I've always had stuff that sounded like it could be on the radio, you know, from when I first got with tech. So, you know, plus I was setting them up kind of, and they know this. It's not like I'm springing this on them. I've been saying it on tour, like, hey, if I do an all-singing album, would you guys buy it? Yeah. Because I was being resistant for real. Like Travis and Richie have been trying to get me to do a singing album forever, and I'm like,
Samuel Watson.
Fuck that. No, I'm not.
Shout out to Richie.
Now that I'm not gonna do.
I'm not gonna call him Samuel Watson.
Samuel Watson is my government name. Samuel William Christopher Watson IV. Ain't nobody gonna call themselves that. Chris Kaliko. And so but I was, you know, I've been resistant because I really came from singing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like not trying to rap. Like I'm a bona fide MC. There's no way I could be on the joint busting like that with Eminem and N9ne just being a singer. So I'm like, nah, people need to hear me rap. But I really was feeling like I should do this type of album. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up being probably my most favorite album that I've ever done. And the fans really received it well.
Yeah, shout out to Phil Williamson. He said, Krizz album is a masterpiece.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, man, I think it is too, man. And the Talk Up On It video was like, I wanted it to be way different than anything I'd ever done as far as videos go. I wanted to make it like a straight dance video. Like, I wanted to, like, and I'm still going to do it. My plan was for people to make viral videos of themselves doing that routine.
Right.
Doing that routine.
Oh, choreography was on point. Video was on point.
Yeah, man. It was beautiful,
Shit
man.
was hot,
a great
man.
time, man.
We are going to take some questions from the fans. We've got, is it Roel? Coral.
Royal Coral.
Tech, what's up with the cipher with all the strange geniuses?
It's coming, man, because Travis said that we need to, around January, February, I think, need to be working on the new Collabos record. So I'm thinking it's coming. Do we have to keep doing ciphers? I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
That's what the people want to. The people got to know every few years.
Did y'all hear
got
my
bars.
last one? That motherfucker is timeless. You know what I'm saying?
Sriracha
I gotta try to rap against that.
Yeah.
Jesus, you remember that last one I did to Wavy? Everybody fucking with the nigga with the get it out of the way, so I can say what I want to say. Run with the track singing like the father of N9ne. Let's get it on. They love it. When text put us on there, we'll get it in. That shit is crazy as fuck.
Damn. As somebody that can't even, I couldn't keep up with the Chopped and Screwed song, and you can do that, man. I gotta know, what is, you once talked about how physically demanding it is to perform those songs like Worldwide Choppers, Speed 'em every night.
Every night.
What is the single most difficult verse for you to go through night after night on tour?
It's Speed 'em for sure, because
Yes.
it starts off with all the F's, so you can get the F's wrong. I'm the fury, the final fighter, flipping on fraudulent fellas, fulfilling fright, I flick it on fire, finishing when I flow on flight, feminine fakers, falling, flogging a foe with a fife. Never forget it. I step at the head of a critic, I sped up and did it. You're tripping to be a dead epidemic. I wet up a clinic, I make a bloody ready percentage of an addict. What's happening? Get the lead of a cynic. Was never the devil. I put up a fight up in the industry. Pedal to metal, we giving the light a lot of energy. We repping, be checking, he that be Cobra. If he's an evil enemy, it'll be over. Running you down in front of your town. You ever making fun of the clown? I'm gunning you down. We doing it under the ground. A wonderful sound. If anybody come with the hound, the one to be found, bitch. We'll never be chopping without slick Rick. I got it from the Rick. I lick the balls in this dick. If you never listen to me, a musical misfit. Nah, cause every time I be dropping, I get bit. I'm hearing a lot of rappers that trying to spit quick, but the middle was got him. We kill him in this bitch. If you ain't in my circle of choppers, you missed it. Cause me and my nigga twist the ruler, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up.
That's it. Oh my God.
That's fucked up.
Give it up.
That's fucked up to try to do every night, dude.
Yes.
But if the energy's right in the room, if a bitch ain't in the front row with her titty out going like this, like they are, and you say, God damn, in the middle of it,
You gotta look away.
and the girls are doing like dick suck motions and stuff like to you the whole time, you gotta like try to look away from them. You know what I'm saying? And people saying the wrong words can throw you off too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you had kind of like gotta look at one motherfucker that's just like in awe that you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Would never be chopping without slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? You're just going. It's fucking hard to do. I just did it. I can't believe I did it perfectly.
I can't
Every
believe
night
I
I
did.
can't believe I do it perfectly.
Right.
How often do you
Damn.
practice?
You got a cue.
Every night we do it.
Every
It's
night.
part of the
That's
show
practice.
now.
That is practice. Doing it on stage.
I ran from it last tour. I was supposed to do it last year.
Yes.
I'm like, fuck no, I'm not doing it. Krizz started doing his verse a cappella to show me out, to show off on me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I'm backstage. I'm hearing this nigga doing it without no
And
beat.
then
I'm
you
like,
step it up.
fuck that. I'm doing it on the next
I
one.
started doing it a cappella, then I would have them clap. And I
Yeah.
would just rap to them clapping.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
I would
'Cause
like to
was
have
trying
that.
I was trying to prompt him. I was trying to prompt him.
Yeah, he been trying to push me to do
He
it.
Yeah.
fell for it. He fell
Finally
for the
got
track.
it.
Got it.
Dude, you can't rap like that and not be hype. Look
Yeah.
at me right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's like
I'm feeling it.
every night. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to do, but we're brave enough to do it for our fans because our fans deserve it. You know what I mean? Like doing songs like So Dope. And I'm still running from Fragile.
Oh,
Fragile is one of my
okay.
singles that's went
Gold.
gold already.
2016
Some of the people
certified.
appointed to giving the penny and never do get it. I want you to come on Gabba Jimmy and die. All that shit is like, can't stand the way they slam today's gifted, effing incredible, get friend the way this friend. It's too much. It's too much. So I ran from it on this tour. I was supposed to actually do it because I'm doing all the songs that went gold, and I'm like, I just put Fragile to the side. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Man.
That
People,
shit is
when I go
nervous.
to the merch booth at the end of the night, people been asking me, why aren't you guys doing Fragile? I heard it went gold. And I was
Right.
like,
You try to do Fragile.
I was like, that's I don't want to throw him under the bus. I was like, well, we'll probably do it next tour.
Man.
But I've been thinking in my head, that's on tape.
It's hard
Yeah.
to be technician number one, man, and do it perfectly every night, and we do it. So
Sorry.
on the next tour, maybe when we go to Australia, I'll add, because I feel bad about Fragile because it's still selling. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Yeah.
bad that I'm not doing it because I'm running from it. There's certain songs I run from. Like, I did it before on a couple of tours. I'm going to let it die for a minute.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But Fragile is still new for real.
Wow. Facebook Live, we're in the building. The energy is crazy in here right now.
man.
Trent Clark from Hip Hop DX, N9ne, Krizz Kaliko. Tyler Van. Now this is a question for N9ne, the artist, and N9ne, the boss. Any advice for an upcoming artist?
Tyler Van, any advice for an upcoming artist? Be good. Now,
He dope.
You might hear stuff on the radio that you don't agree with. That's not good. And you're, because of your taste. But if you know, we listen to everything, so we know what good to us is. So the artists we choose, like JL, B Hood, you know what I'm saying, Mayday, you know what I'm saying, Stevie Stone, you know what I'm saying, Merce, Cess Crew, you know what I'm saying, and all the people that we have on Strange Music, we look, even Brother Lynch Hung, we look for people that got raw ass spit, you know what I mean? Like, they have to be a lyricist and they have to be able to do it Ritz. You have to be able to do it live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
MCs.
be good. Tyler Van is his name?
Yep.
Be good, man, you know what I'm saying? And study and work on your craft, man, you know what I'm saying? Because people love to hear rappers, dude, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going nowhere, man, you know what I'm saying? I know streaming, for the artists getting paid and shit is like the worst climate ever, and it seems like music is free now, and we're sitting there like, what the fuck are we gonna do, you know what I'm saying? We just, but it's all gonna come around, man, to where good shit will always shine. I always say real shit will always shine, and other shit shines too, but how many motherfuckers you know that wrote their first rhyme in 85 and it's still on the incline right now? Tech N9ne, baby.
Just one, yeah. That would be you.
Yeah.
That's the only one I could think of.
And you gotta also be, I get that question a whole lot from fans, like, again, at the merchandise booth. I usually have a big long line of autographs to sign after the show. And I tell them there's 3 components for real to making a good song. The beat is first. You gotta have a good beat, man. You gotta have a good pulse.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Without no pulse, there's no life.
Yeah, so you gotta have a good beat first, then the hook, and then the verses. This is just my opinion. And this is how I formulate a song. I get the beat has to be solid, then the hook, because that's what everybody's gonna remember.
And you can sing your own hook.
Right. I sing my own hooks, but people are gonna remember those hooks.
Right.
People generally won't remember. They can't. Not many people can rap his verse to speed them, but they can remember that hook. They love his verse to speed them. They love it, and they're looking for all the little intricate pieces. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna remember the speed on, speed on, speed on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're gonna remember those things. So beat, hook, verse. To me, that's
Totally
how you make a song.
And by the way, to the people that tune into Hip Hop DX Live, our Facebook Live, we do music submissions, and that's what we try to tell people is the multifacets.
Yeah.
Totally.
You gotta find a producer with heat enough.
Yes,
Got
you
to.
do.
Got
you
to.
do.
It's just as important as
You
your
could be
verse.
the best rapper, singer, whatever. If that beat is whack, it's not going.
Without no pulse, there's no life, man.
Now I'm trying to source some of my fan dreams here. Lil Wayne is kind of in between labels. Lil Wayne and you are brothers, man.
Yes.
I mean, there's always going to be the connection. If you haven't heard the interlude, Tech's popularity and fan base got expanded to an entirely new demographic.
Yes, it did.
Killed it. Historic song.
And he put Andre 3000 on the song and did not tell me until he came to Kansas City and played it for me. And
Savage.
You know how long I've been wanting to work with Outkast, man?
Oh,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? So Wayne made that happen for me. You know what I'm saying?
Legendary.
Like, not
Legendary.
knowing. Maybe he knew. I don't know.
So that being said, Lil Wayne on Strange Music,
Makes
free
a lot of
agent.
sense.
Is it something being talked about, thought about?
No, man. Wayne, he created Young Money. Just think what else he'll create. He don't need us.
All right.
That's my nigga, man. We work together, you know what I'm saying? But if he ever needed anything from us, yes. But Wayne is a creative motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come through, Holmes. And if he stops doing Strange Music, shit. You know?
Snoop was at No Limit for a little while.
Yeah.
Snoop the Legend is No Limit for a little while.
You never know.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting a lot of love, man. I see a lot of hearts going by right now.
Let me read.
Yeah, read it and shout out
read
some
some
questions. Trent, you got any questions from the
Yeah,
DXers?
I actually got a good one. Jonah B. Garacho. If you weren't rapping this long in the game, what would you be doing right now?
I was gonna be a psychiatrist. That's what I wanted to do. You know, I was always a dancer, but when I was in school, when I was in high school, I stole psychology books, but I wanted to be a psychiatrist, you know. They wouldn't give me the psychology classes, so I stole the books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gangsta.
Taught me how to think different a little bit, you know what I mean? But I was always intrigued by the most intricate of all computers. The brain, the encephalon, whatever you want to call it, encephal, or, and that's why I studied serial killers, you know what I'm sizzling, like Charles Manson and John Wayne Gacy and Ted Bundy and, you know what I'm saying, the list goes on, you know what I mean? I just had books and bitches would come over like, why are all these killer books around? I'm just studying my opposition because I'm of love and that's evil, you know
on
what
the
I'm
first
saying?
date.
And I wanted to know what made people tick like that. How could Manson, like, be a musician kinda and still get into these people's brains and make the LaBianca murders happen, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, just him not really having to lift a hand, just influence, you know what I mean? I was always intrigued by that. What you laughing at, nigga?
Some of these questions.
Oh, okay, I thought you were laughing at me.
No.
But I wanted to be a psychiatrist, man, but the fucking beautiful thing about that is, and I realized this some years ago, that all our fans come up and say, thank you, you helped me get through my tour in Iraq, you know what I'm saying? And,
Cool.
you know, your song Low got me through, your song Mama Nem, you know, my mom passed, and just to hear the song Mama Nem got me through, thank you. I am a rapper, but I became my fan psychiatrist, so I got both jobs at the same time. It's such a beautiful feeling. You know, we could be down as hell, like my auntie just got shot, you know what I mean, a month ago, you know what I'm saying, right at the beginning of this tour. Just straight bullets, niggas shooting through the house and hit her lung, and she'd been in the hospital all this time, and she's still there, but, you know, she's getting better after she had her surgery, like last week or a week and a half ago, and, but it's like we can be down about shit like that, you know, just don't want to go to the meet and greet because you're hurting and hoping that my mom's young sister won't pass just like my mom just passed, you know. But when you go in the meet and greet, the fans light you up, man, with all their stories. You know, they cry and like, dude, you don't know how much you've helped me. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I should die anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that picks us up. Like, we're doing this for a motherfucking reason.
Matter of fact, I gotta thank you too. I went to Iraq in 2005. The worst, you know, that's high school music for me. So, you know, I spun that a couple times on my iPod. iPods were new at the time too. So, you know, thank you. When you're over there, you need aggressive music. You know,
no doubt.
You know, sometimes you need to be focused with angst and drive. So that's a good point.
Man, and I also got to give you a lot of credit too, man. Recently, Kid Cudi came out and he kind of acknowledged his depression that he's been facing for a little while.
We've been knowing about it for a long time. His mom, when we went on the, I don't know if I should say this, but his mom told us, "Don't let my baby do anything to himself," and we didn't understand what she was talking about because we went to Australia together.
Australia, she told it. We were hanging out with his management, and his mom was talking to them and said that to watch him, especially at that particular time, because I kind of had an attitude. I got a kind of a chip on my shoulder just in life.
Happy-ish.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't really speak. He didn't
speak. I spoke to him, and he was kind of like, shit, and I was like, you know, Tech is a little nicer guy than I am. People think I'm nicer, but Tech's like way nicer, and I was like, man, fuck that. But I understand because I suffer from depression and anxiety and things too. So I understand how it can make you feel angry at the world and make you feel like not talking to your loved ones, especially to some strangers. So I got it.
People think just because we make money that, you know, we should have hunky-dory lives. We want those hunky-dory lives, and we do whatever we can. I know I do whatever I can to keep my sanity because we have real shit happening in our lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through a fucked up divorce right now, but I have to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? I have to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, TMZ almost fucked everything up. But, it's like, it's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, but I make sure that I have some happiness around me when everything is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of this tour, you know, because this album was supposed to come out, and I'm a real one. I'm sorry, I talk about everything. I don't give a fuck what people think. But
that's why they love you.
At the beginning of this tour, this actual album was supposed to come out September 9th. I wasn't done, so I missed that beautiful date. The tour started September 8th. This tour was supposed to be in support of this album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is to get you ready for the album. You know what I'm saying? We're going to fucking do The Storm. It's out now. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't do that. I missed the date. It was a cute date, too. 9/9. You know what I'm saying? Tech 9/9/9. It was cute. It was cute. But I missed it because it took me longer to do all these songs. And if I would have made that date, I wouldn't have had the song with Marsha Ambrosius. I wouldn't have had the song with Gary Clark Jr., which I'm so happy about, and the Marsha Ambrosius as well.
Incredible.
I wouldn't have had the one with Jonathan Davis. You know, even though we had Starting to Turn for a long time, it took a while, you know. And, you know, it just wasn't a perfect storm.
Right.
But as a result of that, even though our fall tours are lighter than our spring and summer tours, the attendance at the beginning of the tour was fucked up, dude. And it was on me because I didn't have the record. You know what I'm saying? So with all that collapsing, when touring is one of our main things, and
right.
merchandise is one of our main things, if you can't get people to come to the shows, we're fucking done, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I had all that on top of me with my auntie, with the divorce, everything. I've been fucked up. I've been drinking like a motherfucker on this tour. I got my little belly back a little bit. You know? I'm still kind of in shape, but because I do a show every night, but it's been hard, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you see shit crumbling, but then we start getting the bigger crowds again and start selling out shows again after the beginning of the tour. And then we sold out fucking Red Rocks at 10,000 people. It was just us.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? So you have brightness there as well, but you have to try to keep it together when everybody's on your case. Like, you fucked up. You supposed to make that date. And I was, because I started on this record last December, man. You know what I'm saying? I had the idea to do Buddha with Boyz II Men back in December, right before Christmas, dude.
That joint, by the way, I did not see that coming. A 420 friendly song
Yes.
with Boyz II Men. If I told 1996 Jake that someday Tech N9ne and Boyz II Men are gonna,
Dude,
yo,
a weed song with Boyz II Men is out of here.
you got to check it out.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to
So-
check it out.
So with all that said, it's hard to keep your head, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a strong motherfucker to accept that you fucked up by not meeting the deadline you said that you could meet. But the storm was not perfect.
Right.
But I suffer because I want to make it the best for the fans. But I'm thinking the outcome will be so great that I will be relieved. So I can't wait till the shit comes out.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Because right now, we got some light spots. Don't get me wrong. We got a lot of light spots on this tour. You know what I'm saying? And the guys on the tour got, you know what I'm saying, really got a lot of people. They was in front of a lot of fucking fans. You know what I'm saying? We saw a lot of titties on this tour. It was really wonderful, man.
Wonderful.
But it's hard, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I keep giggling.
Yeah. What do we got going
We're
on?
talking about Kid Cudi. That's why we're talking about depression and shit.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying you have to be strong, man, mentally. You have to. Sometimes your kids can pull it out of you. You know what I'm saying? And you like, I have to be there. I have to be here for these people. Liberate Me was me wanting to die a long time ago, telling God, take me away from this motherfucker. It's weak as fuck. You know, that's when I want to die. But it's a reminder of how bad it was and how good it's gotten since then. And it can get bad just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep working and keep fucking hitting them hard every time, because motherfuckers are waiting for us to fall to say, I told y'all, man.
Right.
Nigga, Strange ain't shit. Strange is the shit and is going to remain the shit.
Yeah. So it has to be extra rewarding when people come up and tell you that your music saved them like that.
Totally.
Something real.
What
Definitely.
you reading, Chris?
Oh, just lots of shit.
You got any questions from fans? By the way, while you're scrolling through, I will say another standout from the album. Darian Saffron, one of Strange Music's new artists. I knew the kid could sing. You may have heard a few of his songs come out. But I found out he could spit on this one. He's got the joint with Problem and Darian Saffron, Get Off Me.
Yes.
And Darian puts it down, man.
I'm going to tell you.
He gave you a good run.
This was him and Seven's idea. Because I don't know if you remember that he was reading messages. It was recorded and he was reading like fuck you messages, like, oh, Darian, you should go jump in the fucking lake. Well, I would, but I don't have one in the hood I'm from. You know what I'm saying? He made jokes about it and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he hit me one day. He's like, I gotta let these motherfuckers know I can go, Tech. You know, he's a white dude, but he's black as a motherfucker, dude. I swear to God.
It happens.
Dude, that's just because where he's from. He's not. It's not an act. It's not an act.
Right.
People think, oh, he's acting black. No, motherfucker. He's a product of his environment.
That's him.
You know what I'm saying?
He was homeless.
Yeah, the product
really
of his
lived it.
environment. He's not trying to act like nobody. This is him. This motherfucker, like, yeah. So check. These motherfuckers don't believe I can rap. So you know how he do his little head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Ray Charles, like I'm making it look. Like,
Yeah,
it ain't like that. But his head's
Eddie
always
Murphy,
up.
Stevie
You
Wonder.
know, like, I gotta let these motherfuckers know I can rap, man. They think I'm soft, my nigga. You know, he ain't say my nigga, but you know what I'm saying. He could. If he did, it would be like kind of like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga's pretty black to me, but not. So, but he's like, I gotta let these motherfuckers know I rap. So the motherfucker rapped.
Right.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
And he killed it.
Questions? Questions, DX?
Lots of comments.
Yeah.
This girl said, I looked into your eyes last night. Don't you ever look into my eyes, girl. That's how you get pregnant.
Man. Beautiful.
Look into those eyes.
Give us a preview of Fright Night. You know, anyone's a Tech-9 fan, you know, Halloween is like their Christmas.
Yeah, well, that's like my Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And my fans know it. Fright Night, October 30th in my hometown, Arvis Bank Theater at Midland. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a costume contest that I judge and everything. I think the realest looking costume with the guys usually win, and the sexiest costumes with the women usually win. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's going to be a separate thing of two people are going to win. I don't really know, but they'll brief me that day. But I'm sure all the tickets are gone because the Midland, Arvis Bank is always sold out. It's a home show, so people are trying to come from Germany and stuff like that. You know, just like they came to Red Rock, you know what I'm saying, from Australia and stuff like that. People are trying to catch that energy that I've been talking about so long about Kansas City and Denver, you know what I'm saying, being head to head now with energy and the people, you know what I mean? So October 30th is going to be really crazy. And it's not just going to be the tour that we're on. It's like the tour we're on right now, the Coming for the Storm tour, is me, Krizz Kaliko, JL, and Stars from Baltimore, Maryland. So this time it's going to be all of us with Seth's crew, with Seth's crew. He threw me off with that fucking note. It said storm. So what is, let me read it again. Let me read it again.
You sure?
Fourth wall.
In the storm.
Fourth wall.
Plug feature.
Yeah, just
Okay,
bring it on
okay,
iTunes.
I got you.
That's kind of why I got it behind the camera.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it's good. It's not going to be only the people on the tour. There's going to be Seth's crew, Stevie Stone. I heard that Big Scoob is going to do something, and I heard Mackenzie Nicole's going to do something. So it's going to be a strange Halloween party, man. So it's going to be massive, man.
I want to know why the girls, see?
What?
Richard, you got your wish. Because all the females on here are like, I want to hear Krizz sing. Why don't nobody want to hear me rap, damn it? The song with Eminem.
Because Go is that.
After you do that, you ain't got to rap no more.
No, I don't want to. I'm actually cool on that.
Go is that shit.
Go is that shit.
And speaking of rap, we're going to wrap it up right now. But if you're in the LA area, you can catch some of that energy tonight at the Microsoft Theater.
Yeah.
Tech and Krizz will be playing there in support.
Awesome segue.
Thank you.
Your segue
That's-
game is popping.
Thank you. Thank
Dave
you.
Lowe's
And
is gonna be
speaking
there
of
too.
popping, we're gonna.
And speaking of popping, they're going to have it popping tonight at the Microsoft Theater in downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And be sure to pick up The Storm,
Yes.
Tech-9, featuring Krizz Kaliko, Mackenzie Nicole,
Yes.
Logic, Jonathan Davis from Korn,
Yes.
Boys to Men,
Yes.
Marsha Ambrosius,
Yes. Problem.
Darian Saffron,
Yeah.
JL.
I have to say this though.
Gary Clark Jr.
I have to say this, man. This dude gave me awesome opportunities on this album to be able to co-write these hooks, co-write a hook with Gary Clark Jr. Me and Jonathan Davis wrote the
Starting to
turn on FaceTime while I
Yeah.
was at the movies with my kids. I was at the movie with my kids, like writing a song. Starting to turn. So that was dope, man. I love this album.
What terrible movie was this?
It was the Secret Life of Pets. The Secret Life of Pets, man. And the single, man, that's out, man. Everybody But Me. Beautiful single.
That's right.
Man.
Hood Go Crazy, Fragile, Certified Gold in 2016, and the Empire just keeps growing. Shout out to Travis O'Gwen. Thank you to Kat KC, the Facebook team. Richie Abbott. Trent Clark from Hip Hop DX. Tune
real
in every
niggas over
Thursday.
here.
Love. Thank
We
you,
out.
guys.
Real niggas here. Mud.